done for me. Thank you, Lord, for
Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and as you can see, well, almost can't see, I have goldfish in here, and I have an algae bloom, obviously, but I've actually been doing something to clear it up, and I wanted to kind of share with you guys what I'm doing. This might help some of you guys out there. So this would be just a video on showing you how to basically clear up a algae bloom or an algae bloom in your aquaponic system or your fish tanks, but you'd have to figure out how you're going to do it, or how you're going to miniaturize it for a fish tank. But anyways, yeah, so I have an algae bloom, and the reason why I want to get rid of the algae bloom is because when you have algae like this, it can cause your pH to swing pretty drastically throughout the day. So it'll be going up and down all day long. So if you're trying to get your pH right to make sure that your vegetables are growing properly, then you need to bring that pH to a manageable level. And if it's swinging all over the place, there's really no way to make sure that things are solid, basically, unless you get that pH or that algae out, so that it's basically not swinging everywhere. Then you could start to adjust your pH with you know, pH down or pH up, whatever, which way you're going. So I need to get rid of this algae. So believe it or not, it's cleared up a lot. It actually was really bad, like to where the fish would come all the way to the top and I couldn't still see them. So let me show you what I did. All right, so nice and simple for me. I basically went to Walmart, which I normally don't go to Walmart, but I got, I was looking for basically polyester, like, you know, the cotton looking stuff, and I was looking for just a bag of the polyester, and the actual bag of polyester, just a bag of it cost, you know, I think it was like $5.65, and a pillow that has 3 times the amount of, see that, 100% polyester? A pillow that has 2 to 3 times the amount of the bag of the polyester, just the polyester. This pillow had a lot more in it, so I basically bought a pillow and then I cut it. And yeah, that's how you do it. There is a 3-year warranty on this, so hopefully this will be covered under the warranty. But anyway, so I just took that and I basically take handfuls of it and I just pop it in here. Right now, this is just a planter, an old planter that I had, and it already has drain holes at the bottom all the way around, right? And so what I'm gonna do first is, I don't want that to really hang out too much. I'll be able to adjust it as I get it into the system, but it's stuffed pretty tight. So what I did was I drilled 2 holes. See if I can find the holes. Let me see. Okay, here's one right here. Okay, so I drilled 2 holes, and then I just basically hook it through on one side. I'm trying to do this with one hand. This is like the YouTube nightmare, right? It's the ongoing nightmare. People are trying to do stuff with one hand because they're trying to film everything. And they're a lot more professional at it than I am. Okay, so let me see here. Alright, so there we go. So now I got my little bucket, right? And I'm going to take this over to my sump tank, because remember, all this water drains down that slow pipe and it goes all the way down. It goes into my solids. This thing separates the huge solids like a huge fish poop. It all sinks down to the bottom. I still got to figure out a way to clear that out, but right now what I'm doing is I'm siphoning it. But then the clean water comes out right here, supposedly. But this is an algae bloom, so it's all throughout the water. So what I did was, you know what, I'm going to get back to you on this. All right, so since I already had this awesome net in here, I basically put the bucket in there like that, and then I basically slide this clip over because I want to hold it in place, and then bam. So I try to get it into the center of the bucket. And it's funny too because it starts to pull down as water goes into there. It starts to pull down. So you see that? So that should clear this up. And then I just basically, once water starts getting into it, I basically Try to push this in as best I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying not to get polyester everywhere. Alright, and now I'm just going to let it run, and I'll do a follow-up video. I'll probably just do it all in this one video. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to leave this for a day or so and see how it goes, but you want to try to get it right in the middle. So, let me see if I can turn this so that water's not hitting that. Alright, there we go. So, that'll definitely siphon or clear out a lot of this algae. So, we'll see how it goes. So, I'll get back to you when it's starting to look better. But remember, the whole purpose of this is to get that algae out so that you're not having pH swings. Because believe it or not, if the swings are too large, it will actually kill your fish. Like if the pH swings are too abrupt, it'll kill your fish. So so you want to be careful with the pH. So you don't really want, and then also algae blooms, they're eating up all the nutrients, a lot of the nutrients in your aquaponic system. And you don't want that either, because you want that all to go into your plants. So you want to take care of algae blooms. You don't want to just let it go. So, 2 reasons, I guess, huh? pH swings you want to make sure that you're not getting. And then you want to make sure your algae, or the algae, is not taking up too much of the nutrients. So, things are actually growing really, really, really good right now. So, these look all ragged, but believe it or not, they were almost dead, but I got the pH just right now, and now they're really starting to take off. So anyway, I'll get back to you when that bucket has soaked up most of that algae in the system. Alright, so I did a video, or I did that last part of the video on March 16th, and I didn't do any follow-ups because I've been busy. So, but I wanted to show you guys. The water still has a little bit of a yellow tint, but that's because I added iron. You have to add iron to your aquaponic systems. But if you look down there at the slope, you can see the water is just a lot clearer. It's actually crystal clear now. It's just the water is a little yellow, like I said, because of the iron in the system. So, I would call this little bucket thing a success. And that's what I'll call the video, bucket thing. No. So anyways, this really worked. It was a super cheap option to clear up my algae, and my pH is actually hovering at right about 6.7, which is right where I want it. So, and since the 16th, so you guys saw these onions on the earlier part of this, so, or shallots. So, and as you could see, I mean, they've just gone, I mean, just crazy. New growth. You can see the nice green there. pH is dialed in. The algae is not taking up any more of the nutrients. These are all my leeks. And those are growing like crazy. Strawberries are doing well. Carrots are going crazy. My celery has gone just completely nuts. I mean, it's just, it needs to be locked up in a room. A padded room. That's how crazy it is. And then I finally got these done, and I'm going to do a video on those, on how I plumbed them, the drainage, and how I did the inlet, and just talk about what I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. I'm actually trying to do more for my fish tank channel, and I think I'm going to be changing these to a different system, and I'll give you more video on that later, because I have these 2 grow beds, which are huge. I have the Zip Grow towers, and then I'm also developing a bucket system. So I might not need these, but I got a plan for them. So anyways, God bless you guys, like always. Check out the videos that are popping up, and check out my fish tank channel, and check out all our channels on this network, on our network. So anyway, God bless you guys, and peace.